Hi there, thank you very much again for subscribing in this Juan Negosyante. Siyempre, sa sobrang dami natin pinag-usapan, kulang talaga yung oras. That's the reason why I'm creating a bonus section for you. Pag-uusapan po naman natin yung frequently asked question. Chinky, ano ba talaga ang magandang negosyo na pwedeng pasukan? Allow me to share with you right now the top 10 businesses to get into. Okay? 10 pong negosyo. Alam mo, kung pinag-usapan natin negosyo, there are so many opportunities that you can look out there. There are so many options that you can choose from. In fact, no, alam mo yung mga negosyo, because of so many suggestions, minsan nakaklattered po tayo. That's the reason why it's very important for you to really personally assess your interest. Hindi lang yung interest mo, yung core competence mo, kung kaya mo ba talaga, or if not naman, depending on your financial resources that can fund your business and your business goal. Para matulungan po kita, para makapili, bibigyan ko kayo ng konting options. Yung top 10 business ideas that are growing right now in the Philippines, no? Pag-usapan po natin yung, actually, there are only 3 na nakikita ko talaga, no? Iisa-isahin muna natin yung number 1, food. Okay, pagkain, definitely, is top on the list. Number 2 is what online services or technology. Or number 3, services. Ulitin ko, food, online, or what we call a service industry. Umpisaan muna natin with food. Okay, yung sa food industry. Ang tayo mga Pinoy, ang hilig natin talaga kumain. Di ba? Ay, grabe, breakfast, dinner, lunch, dinner, di ba? Di ba? Tapos hindi lang yan, may break pa lahat yan. So, food is really on top of my list. The question is lang, anong type of what? Food. So, one thing that you can get into, which is really a trend right now, is what we call food manufacturing or production. Marami na yung mga tinatawag na home bake, or if not naman yung mom and pop na nag-uumpisa sa bahay. They bake cakes, they bake cupcakes, they bake what we call as yung mga paellas, yung mga food, pastries. Alam mo, hindi mo kailangan magkaroon ng isang malaking factory, or let's say isang what we call as yung parang food commissary to do it immediately. Sa bahay lang, may oven ka. Sa bahay lang, pwede ka magluto. Diba? In other words, food is number 1 for me, yung food manufacturing. Most of the big food manufacturing company right now in the market, actually, they started really from the kitchen. Nag-umpisa lang sila talaga sa maliliit. And then, from the small startup, lumaki sila. One perfect example for me, yung lalo na yung sa I don't know if you're familiar with yung mga hopya. 'Di ba yung mga hopya, yung Eng Bitin. Eng Bitin actually started from home. 'Di ba nag-umpisa lang sila, homemade, pagkatapos binebenta po nila yung kanilang mga hopya, house to house, and then from there, yun nga, nagkaroon sila sa small store, sa may Ongpin, from small store, right now they have so many branches. So, food manufacturing is number 1. Number 2 is what we call as food trading. When you talk about food trading, you don't actually need to manufacture the food. Pwede ka mag-trade. Like, for example, yung mga frozen products. Or if not naman, ang pwede mong gawin is bumili na from the existing mga companies and organization na branded. Like, for example, yung mga franchise, di ba? May mga franchise na siomai, franchise na pizza, franchise na burgers. They're also part, even though it's a franchising business, pero ang major pinupush pa rin nila is what? Food. As a matter of fact, latest, no, yung mga may isang company which I don't endorse naman, yung company ng mga shawarma, di ba? Latest industry, grabe talaga. Makikita mo talaga yung the reason why that shawarma company is very, very successful, because first siya, that they don't cut the shawarma, it's already on a heat plate, naka-heat plate na siya. And then number 2, observation, kung masarap yung kanyang pita bread, on top the pita bread na masarap, pati yung sauce masarap, at hindi lang yun, very, very affordable ang kanyang pricing. Ang pricing niyan, more or less than 75 pesos. Grabe talaga. Alam mo, a food stall, which we computed, can easily gross at least 20 to 30,000 pesos a day. 20 to 30,000. Ang return of investment nila for that food stall is around 6 months. Ang return of investment nila sa food stalls na yun, for less than 6 months, some even up to 3 months only. So, food industry. Okay, that's number 1, pagkain po. Second industry that you can look into is what we call as the online industry. The online industry is one of the most celebrated industries today. Alam mo ba na many employees right now, they give up their regular jobs for an online job. Ay, grabe. Sa tindi nga kasi naman ng traffic, 'di ba? Sa tindi naman talaga ng stress ng work, 'di ba? So, ang naghahanap din sila ng options. Buti na lang meron tayong tinatawag na online job that they can get into. So, ano ba tong online job na ito? It is what we call as virtual assistant businesses. Ang VA actually started, itong tinatawag natin, bago pa ito sumikat, no? Maraming mga foreign clients kasi prefer really hiring Filipinos. Filipinos are really trustworthy, they're hardworking, hindi sila mabilang. So, ang nangyayari po niyan, if you notice, even our call center industry has been growing. We are the number one already in worldwide in terms of providing as call center agents or the BPO industry. So, marami po naghahanap ng mga tinatawag na virtual assistant. So right now, you don't have to go to the office to really work. Even you can work from home. So paano malaman na ikaw ngayon, na ikaw ay pwede kang maging virtual assistant, no? Number one, answer this question. Are you good at the following? Number one, are you good in terms of, do you have a good understanding of the English language? You can speak English proficiently. Magaling ka talaga mag-English, okay? Number two, alam mo, pwede ka rin maging typist or let's say yung parang nagko-convert ba from book to yung parang from words to text. Yung tinatawag, you are able to type fast. So, that's good. A transcriber ang tawag doon. Or if not naman, you're good at researches. Magaling ka mag-research online. Or if not naman, you're able to really write. You're a good writer. You can be an online writer or you can be a blog writer, or you're familiar or with some of the technology like for example WordPress or freelance writing. Well, so in other words, ang alam mo, pagka magaling ka dyan, alam mong ending yan, you are called a freelance writer. Pwede kang pumasok ka sa freelance writer. So that's number one option, no? In terms of online industry. Another option, ito tanungin kita. Magaling ka rin ba in terms of basic understanding on the popular social media platforms like YouTube, Pinterest, or if not Instagram, Twitter, or if not Facebook? Magaling ka ba dyan? Di ba? Since hilig mo na mag-post, hilig mo na rin mag-share at mag-like, baka pwede mong pagkakitaan. Alam mo rin ba yung current trends and news surrounding what we call as social media? Are you also familiar? Or are you familiar with what we call as automation program? No, magaling ka na mag-automate. So, hindi mo na kailangan babantayan. Alam mo, kung ikaw ay magaling, ang dapat na trabaho sa iyo, you can become a social media manager or social media management ang pwede mong pasukan. That's another business that you can get into. So, nagigets nyo ba? Hindi nyo na kailangan talaga na magkaroon ka na talagang produkto, kumpanya, even you yourself, no? You can sell your services.